Good morning. We've hit Thursday. In a little bit, we're going to hit some shoulders. And first things first, I want to thank everyone that we've gained as a subscriber in the last few days. It's been incredible. Across so many countries, it's been amazing. I've been doing my best to translate all the comments, and I would just want to say thank you. We appreciate it. It's so cool to see people from all over the world like commenting and messaging me, and that they like the videos and that they're doing their best to translate the videos and all that. That is awesome. We love it. We love it. It's been great. We've reached, I've gotten comments from Germany and India and Indonesia. We've gotten comments from almost everywhere. Brazil, and it's incredible. I'm so happy that we've reached that far out, and that's how everybody has come together. And we're going to continue to put out the best content we can. So we'll get to shoulders here in a little bit, and thank you, and hope everybody has a great day. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Shoulder day, Thursday, January 22nd. We got some good shoulder work in today. We started off on the old Yukon 90-degree shoulder press. Started out with 135. I don't really do any low numbers as far as the seated 90-degree shoulder press. It's usually somewhere between 10 and 20 reps. So with that being said, I don't go too crazy with the weight. It's a very difficult machine if you've ever used the Yukon press. Those that have know that it's an interesting angle, and it's a fine line between having the bar too far in front of you and tipping forward, and also the opposite end of that would be hitting yourself in the face. So it's a fine bar path line. So that's 155 we got for 10. And what I'm really trying to do here is get good depth on the shoulder press. I want that bar, if it's not touching chest, I want it below chin, collarbone level. This is 165. Nice set of 10. Hope everybody's getting a good workout in today. All right, last set we jumped up to was 185. This was a pretty good set. Still got 10 out of it. And then I did a little bit of a lighter last set. I dropped back down to 135. Don't remember what I did total here. We're gonna find out. But I remember I finished up with some behind the head shoulder press. I always tell you guys that if you can do it, it's a great thing to practice for mobility. The only time that it becomes a shoulder issue is if you lose that mobility of being able to do it. Right about there. Don't have to be too deep. Just make sure your elbows are all the way across the bottom, which they are. Okay. We went into some dumbbell shoulder press. Now, I know that most people in the weightlifting community have seen Arnold do the Arnold press, where the arms completely rotate down in front of you. I'm not a huge fan of that. I mean, I'm not arguing the ways of Arnold. The guy's a living legend in this space. But as far as I'm concerned, coming down to a neutral grip is plenty of rotation. Um, I think that coming in front of you kind of takes you out of the tension, where just the turn to the side still is pulling down at the bottom of the rep. So give these a try. Start off with a weight that isn't too hard, so we don't injure any shoulders here. And you can jump up from there. And these you'll see this set that I'm doing. I'm really trying to hold at the bottom. Each set that I do these, I try to get a little bit lower and lower past the shoulder on the way down. Really stretch out. Okay. We went over and did some dumbbell side raises. Now, when I do these, I don't want to go above shoulder height. I don't even go all the way to shoulder height. I am keeping tension on the whole time. I have a slight bend in my elbows. I'm not letting the weight hit me on the way down either. I'm getting to right about where my waist is, and I'm coming right back up. Okay. Little bit of a shorter shoulder workout today. We did 3 movements. Believe we had a total of 12 working sets, which 12 working sets is probably what most people are right around as far as a body part. I mean, I look at that as kind of a light day, but 12 working sets is plenty enough to get where you want to be. Here we finished up the last set. So we got a pretty good shoulder day in
shoulder
today.
workout.
About 12 working sets, something around there. We are in the final week. We're heading into the final week of January, and this would be what a lot of people in the fitness circle, I would say, would be kind of like a prep time almost. Whether it's for a contest or for just for summer, you know, you got about 12 weeks left until May. A little over 12 weeks. And the best way to go about a cut would be to give yourself all 12 weeks. And the reason I say that is, you know, if you're trying to lose some weight or get toned up for summer, it's very hard to do that in, you know, a week or two time. And if you do it a week or two time, then you got to spend the whole, you know, next few weeks trying to hold on to that. Which, that's not the way to do it. You wanna go into a deficit or a little bit of a cut for a good amount of weeks so you can gradually do it and you can hold on to it. Because nobody wants to lose a bunch of weight and then putting it back on in a short period of time. And so this would be about the time that you want to start slowly dialing it in. Wherever your calories are at, slowly bring them down and bring them down each day. Not a lot, just a little by little. Not to mention it's easier to diet that way. You're not going, you know, 100 miles an hour into a diet where all of a sudden you're like, oh man, I'm sick of this. If you just take a couple things out day by day, you're gonna have a hell of a lot of time kind of holding on to it. So, and if you're not worried about losing any weight and you're worried about looking good for summer, now would be the time to implement I would say hitting a certain body part more than once. And if you do it twice, or if you already do it twice, see if you can sneak a third one in there. You know, if you hit chest on Monday, Thursday, Sunday, you've hit it 3 times inside the window. Then the next week you would obviously rotate it from Sunday to Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, or something along those lines. But you want to hit it more often. But and you can also work on things such as, like, if you hit a heavy back day all the time and you're trying to really build your back up for something that's coming up, you know, you could take a day in between. It doesn't have to all be back lifting movements. You could do a day of just pull-ups, and sometimes that's good if you really are looking to really target an area. Say it's your back, for instance, so you're going to hit a heavy back day, let's say on Monday. Instead of hitting heavy back day Monday, heavy back day Thursday, heavy back day Sunday, make that middle one a pull-up workout, body weight stuff. That's going to benefit you more in the long run. It's not only is your body adjusting to what you're doing, but it's giving you a little recovery from the heavy weight too. So, just something to think about as we cruise into the final stages of, hopefully the final stages of winter, because it's been a long one. It's been a long one, especially if you're in the north. You know how long it's been cold. So, hope everybody has a good night. Thank you for the support, and we'll see you tomorrow at co-movement in the morning for legs. We're gonna get after legs tomorrow. Hopefully gonna get some of those cable slant board squats in that we got in last week. Man, my quads were cooked from those. So we'll see you tomorrow.